All right, guys, how's it going? I'm Joe Jones. You're watching the Cup of Joe show. Right now, guys, what I want to talk to you guys today about is critical race theory. I've heard of that term a lot here recently. Um, I just want to get straight into this. I just want to get right into the point with all of this. And I want to say that there are certain places that should not be talking about this stuff. And the main place that I have a problem with it is churches. Uh, I on my church's website, I'm not going to give that name of the church, but on their website they are basically uh, trying to tell you what to think about CRT. And I'm not here to say that I'm against it or that I'm for it. I'm not going to give my opinion on CRT at all. Those of you who know me can probably already you know where I stand. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that any church, whether they are for it or they are against their children being taught about it, I don't think that the church has any right to be telling its congregation what they should believe about that, how they should feel about this. And the main reason is because I'm not there at church to hear about that. I'm going to church because I want to build my relationship with Christ. And I want to know about Christ. I'm here to hear about Christ. We're here to get more people saved. Maybe somebody showed up for the first time at this church who's never even been into a church, and you have the pastor of that church who is telling you that critical race theory is wrong, for example, that that racism doesn't exist in America like it used to, and that we need to stop saying that people are racist, and we need to, whatever. And maybe that the whole sermon, that's all this pastor talks about. And this person was reaching out, going to this church for the very first time in their life. They go to this church, any church, they're going to church for the first time in their life, and they get this huge lecture on CRT. And what if that person doesn't agree with what that pastor said? That person came that night to hear about Christ, to get saved, and that pastor failed to do his job as the leader of that congregation, as the shepherd for his sheep. And then this person walks away feeling bitter, feeling like they don't agree with what this church has to say, or whatever it may be. And this person may say, you know what, church is just all about political stuff. I came here tonight to hear about Christ, and here's this pastor who's trying to push his opinion on me, trying to push this agenda on us, and I just don't feel like I don't feel like this whole church thing is for me. What if they walk away saying, I'll never go to a church again because I don't agree with what was said in this church, and I thought church was about Christ and God. You never know. And I'm just really sick and tired of hearing about Trump. I'm tired of hearing about America. I'm tired of hearing about Biden when I go to church. I'm not there to hear about that. I hear enough of that shit during the week on the news. I mean, let's just be real, right? Let's be real. I don't go to church to hear those things. I don't go to church to hear about who I need to be voting for, and what type of laws that are going on in the country right now. I'm not here for that. I'm here to worship God, to serve God, and to learn about Christ and build my relationship with Him. So pastors, stop talking about Trump. Stop telling your people to vote for Trump. Trump lost, but stop telling people, when the election was going on, there were so many preachers that were building whole sermons around why Trump needs to win and why Biden needs to lose and why Biden needs to win, why Trump needs to lose. That is not your place to be talking about that stuff in church. People are there because they're hungry for God. And I can say this because I used to be a pastor myself. Okay? I'm still a Christian, but I have resigned from the title of pastor. I'm not a pastor anymore. So to my fellow pastors, talk about Christ in church. Point blank, period. We're here for Christ. Nothing else. We're here for the cross. Guys, as I said in the beginning of this video was not to share my opinion on CRT, about where I stand on it, on the subject. It was just to get a message out there that it does not need to be talked about in church. The pastor's opinion on this does not need to be talked about in church. The cat's like scratching on the door, so he needs to stop that. You know, this is just what I thought about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to tell me you hate me in the comments. Go ahead, tell me. I want to see that too. But until then, guys, until the next video, I'm Joe Jones. This is the Cup of Joe Show, and this has just been your daily dosage.